starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Face in your face. Face in your face.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negro. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the channel or are watching this channel for the first time, the reason why it is called Uncommon Sense is that on this platform, we discuss everyday issues where we try to find logical solutions. But not everyone uses logic. So for that reason, it is called Uncommon Sense. I want to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. I also want to let everybody know that the subscriber mode has been enabled, meaning if you're not a subscriber and if you wish to enter a comment in the chat, you will need to subscribe to the channel. As you can see, we got a new intro. So just first of many new things that's going to occur on this platform for 2024. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to all those who have already subscribed to the channel, whether you've been a supporter from the very beginning or recently joined. I really appreciate your continued love and support. It truly means a great deal to me. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who follow me on social media, particularly Instagram and TikTok. Your love and affection is truly appreciated. I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who allow me to enter in your devices, whether it be live or whether it be on the playback. And I also want to give a huge shout out to all those who watch in the clouds, all those who watch at who presence is unknown. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if you have not done so, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, like, and set the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever I do produce content, you will have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on the playback. I also will let everybody know that the link to join the panel has been pinned. So at any point during the stream, if you feel so inclined to hit that link and join the panel and express your point of view regarding the topic for tonight, you're more than welcome. Let me remind everybody that if this is the first time that you have been on this platform and wish to appear on the panel, you will need to come up in the backstage, so I make sure that no one flashes anything inappropriate, which would cause the people of YouTube to take down this stream. Okay. Now, before we get into the main topic, we're going to have another episode of In My Words. Now, heading into the new year, of course, I had certain hopes and certain visions of how other YouTube creators are going to conduct themselves. And for the most part, most of the YouTube creators, they behave themselves. They go about making their content on their particular platforms, and then they try to serve their audiences as they see fit. One of my disappointments is that it seems like the habit of libel and doxing and harassment continued into the new year. We saw quite a bit of that in 2022. We saw quite a bit of that last year. And you would think going into the new year, uh, we wouldn't see any of that. Unfortunately, um, there have been a couple of people. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to give them any shine. Who see fit in their beefs with other creators to dox them and post their confidential documents on YouTube without their permission. Okay. And also there have been certain unsubstantiated allegations have been made regarding a couple of creators. Mainly uh, the accusation of racism, uh, the accusation of accusing anyone of child abuse. Now, this is a particularly delicate, it's such for me because prior to me working as a municipal employee, I worked in the foster care station for about 5 years. And among my duties was to orient the new people who endeavor to become foster parents and let them be aware of the challenges that opening your home to foster children have. Many of these children have been neglected. Many of them have been abused in all sorts of terrible ways. I'm not going to mention them because I'm trying to keep this at least PG rated. But it is safe to say that these children has gone through a lot of trauma. And whenever anyone makes an accusation of child abuse, that's a serious accusation. What that means is uh, resources have to be uh, used to check or see whether the allegations are true or false. So whenever anyone makes a false allegation of child abuse, that means resources are being wasted on a false accusation while there are legit cases of abuse happening before we know it. One thing I'm gonna have to do, and and I didn't think I would have to go through this, but take a closer look at the comments. Okay. Now, as always, it's always been my policy to let people express comments regarding the topics that I discuss. The only stipulation is to try to keep it on topic and do not malign anybody. Okay, I get it. People have beefs with other people. I get that, and I get it that people that generally dislike people or hate people for whatever reason. However, when you resort to doxing, okay, when you resort to cast false accusations against YouTube creators simply because you have a beef with them, that's foul. And that does go against the community guidelines. Okay. And I see here we have a comment. Also, even calling people stuff like school shooters or that kind of stuff, I was very skeptical about that. Okay, sounds like it's a place when hate. Yes, good evening, Luca. Yeah, unfortunately, you have people out there that have a lot of hate regarding some creators, and the fact that they're willing to make false accusations of abuse or neglect, the fact that you take someone's confidential documents and post them without their permission, um, think about the harm that could be caused. And that's why there are community guidelines to try to prevent activities like this from occurring. So going forward, I'm going to be taking a careful look regarding the people and the comments in my community tab and in my content. Okay. And one thing you rest assured, anyone, and I repeat, anyone that's in the business of doxing or spreading lies regarding other content creators, their comments will be removed from my material and they will be blocked. Okay. And I didn't think I would have to resort to all this. And this is how I look at it. If it causes me to lose subs, so be it. If it causes if it causes me to have to edit my content, so be it. If it causes me to delete my content, so be it. Because what's more important is my personal integrity. And people who choose to associate themselves with me need to understand that I am against doxing in any way, shape, or form. Need to know that I will not tolerate anyone casting false aspersions here on this platform. It's one thing to have disagreements. It's one thing to express beefs regarding certain individuals. That's different. However, when you go around and calling people racist, calling people falsely child abusers and things of that nature, that is foul, and there is no space for that on this platform. Okay, let me just say a few words in Spanish. Eh, Solamente le quiero decir que en esta plataforma eh, no habrá espacio eh, para otras personas para hablar bestias de otros creadores simplemente porque no lleva bien. Y para acusar a alguien de abuso infantil es muy mal, muy mal. Y no habrá no ningún lugar para este tipo de personas que van a expresar estas mentiras. Okay. Yeah, look, let me put it this way. People are going to do what they're going to do. The bottom line is I'm going to do everything I can to keep this space drama free. And when it comes to certain accusations, I'm just going to take the belief that people are innocent until proven guilty, whether it be through actual evidence or by confession. Okay, that's the bottom line. And going into this year, my mission is simply to be the best version of myself. Whoever don't like it can kick rocks. Whoever don't like the fact that I associate with some people can kick rocks. Okay, maybe my content is not meant for you to consume. Okay, so let me see. That's my not that's okay. That's my number one goal. Okay, look, if people want to go negative, they can go negative. Not me. I'm going to do my best to produce quality content that hopefully people will get enjoyment from. That is my mission. Okay. And normally I don't spend this much time talking about it. It does that. It needed to be addressed. Okay. And at some point, I do plan to do a stream to address regarding liable and doxing. I will let you know when that occurs. This is a new year, it's a fresh start, and I'm going to approach 2024 with the purpose of being the best version of myself. So, with that being said, we're going to get into the main topic. Now, the topic for tonight is what you didn't know about Lady Gaga. Now, I have to admit, when I started thinking about first talking about what you didn't know about Cardi B and then Lady Gaga, I didn't think I would be discussing it. This is something different, okay? And the way I'm addressing it is not the way some people address it with the gossip and whatever. And of course, there are rumors going around that Cardi B is reconciled with her husband and that they were seen together in a club on New Year's Eve, and they actually did the horizontal hula. I mean, you know what? Whatever. Okay, if that's how she wished to usher in the new year, that's fine. She's over 18. She can do whatever the fluff she wants. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share some interesting facts regarding uh, Lady Gaga. Now, this is something that I will be doing every so often, depending on how the audience receives it. If the audience doesn't like it, I won't do it. It's that simple. So what I'm going to do is share my screen. Hopefully my computer will cooperate. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you know what sometimes it takes a while for the image to show up. So let's okay. So let's go with okay. Now this is coming from Telltale, so I don't know how accurate it is. So let's talk about some things. I'm not going to read the what's before. I'm just going to go straight to what are the facts or the so-called facts. Okay, first one is the obvious. Her real name isn't Lady Gaga. Obviously, her first name isn't Lady and the surname isn't Gaga. The star's real name in full is actually Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata. That's right, Stephanie is Italian. Now you know why her sixth studio album is titled Jonelle. Okay. Number two, whose stage name was inspired by Queen. Here's a fun fact about Gaga that you're wondering where she got her name from. Well, it's pretty awesome. Apparently, she was inspired by the Queen song Radio Gaga, Smart Move, Stephanie. Okay. Number three, Lady Gaga has been singing and acting since she's 4 years old. Gaga has been a woman of many talents, and ever since she was young, she started playing the piano at age 4 and began writing songs at the age of 13. She even started acting from a young age. Gaga starred in Adelaide in Guys and Dolls and Phila in a funny thing that happened way to the on my way to the phone. me check. Want to make sure. Now here's something. Stop, please. Okay. Um, let me just let me just let everybody know that. Okay. The Keisha has two channels where she airs her content. If you're not done so, please consider. She made her own clothes. Gaga has been Gaga since day one. Bizarre costumes have always been her thing. Apparently, the singer's first performance in her first grade play, she made her own costume. Little Stephanie's DIY's outfit was made out of tinfoil and hangers. We're pretty sure that was something the superstar would wear today, too. Her father established one internet in hotels. Her Santa pioneered the installation of wireless internet access in hotels when he started the company Guest Wi-Fi in 2002. Um, she also starred in a huge TV show. Gaga isn't just one high-selling female artist. She's been on TV too. We're not talking about American Horror Story, although that's picking up TV show too. Gaga actually had a minor role in TV hit show The Sopranos. The singer was 15 years old when she starred in one off episode. She was abused and left. Gaga disclosed that she was raped by a music producer at only 19 years old. In talking about her awful experience, the man you don't see, she revealed, a producer said to me, "Take off your clothes," and I said no, and I left. And they told me they were going to burn all my music, and they didn't stop. They didn't stop asking me, and I just froze. And I don't remember she had the person who raped me, me off, has not discussed the producer's name. She said that she does not even want to face the person again. That's terrible. Here, the Joanne star may regularly sport blonde hair, but in fact she's a national brunette. So why did she dye it? Supposedly she was once confused for Amy Winehouse, so she wanted to be known as her my own look. She told People magazine. It's safe to say Gaga's look is original in just make sure there's no one in the backstage. Okay. A lot okay. She was once in a duo band, part of the duo Lady Gaga and the Starlight Review. With artist Lady Starlight, Mother Monster would perform songs from the 1970s and the 1980s. Their outrageous performances included lighting hairspray cans on fire and go-go dancing. Sounds familiar. Now we know where Gaga's show-stopping performances originate from. Lady Gaga dropped out of university for music. Lady Gaga did not learn to become a superstar. She learned it by herself. Apparently, she dropped out of New York University when she was 19 years old To pursue her music career, I could teach myself about art better than school could, she told Elite magazine. So I guess that's gonna be an argument for people who are not into pursuing the college education might implement. She wrote songs for big superstars. Her 20th birthday was the biggest beginning of something big. Stephanie was signed to Interscope Records right her uncles Fergie and Jennifer Lopez. Interesting. Has art favorites. Want to know fun trivia about the pop star? Black and lavender is apparently Gaga's favorite color, and her favorite foods would either be peach cobbler, which is a fruity pie, filled with a biscuit or a dumpling. Okay. Her meat dress wasn't expensive, while other stars were expensive designs. To the 2010 NTV EMA, Lady Gaga wore a cheap meat, according to the butcher Peter Capi- uh, Kipio. There was no expensive cuts here, no real steaks. The best she got is the flank steak on top of her head. Okay. Gaga only had tattoos on her left side. I didn't know she had two tattoos at all. Lady Gaga has more than 20 tattoos, including a peace symbol and the word Little Monsters. Apparently, when she started inking herself, she only had tattoos on the left side of her body because that asked her to keep one side of her body slightly normal. She once referred to the left side of her body as Icky Pop side, and the right side without tattoos, her Marilyn Monroe side. But it wasn't long when the star went against her dad's wishes and decided to ink the right side too. Whoops! She is. Now there's a Britney Spears and was meant to feature Lady Gaga and Beyonce instead. I'm just checking to see. Okay. Calls Britney Spears the Queen of Pop. Is the Queen of Pop. She says otherwise. The well, I don't know. I don't know. I'll call her the Queen of Pop, but I guess that's it. That's open to interpretation. Her sister is also creative. I didn't even know she had a sister. Okay, but now we know. Here's some family tree. Gaga sister Letali Shermata is a fashion designer. You may guess it. She created designs for Lady Gaga and Beyonce. You may guess it. She created some of the pop star in the television. Her monsters the way awful and delicious guys. Extra cheese in the pizza, or maybe there was some pepperoni. Now here's something that's a little bizarre. She is a godparent to Elton John's kids. Godmother. She must be so. Irby. Okay. Yeah. Well, Lady Gaga. Okay. And of course, people having um, it locks people and all that sort of crap. Once thrown into the trash can, well, constantly look at where she is today. Your face haters. She founded and born this way foundation. It's a star who had an eating disorder and someone who had experienced bullying. Gaga decided to launch an anti-bullying campaign called the Born This Way Foundation in 2011. The foundation helped fans dealing with body image and aimed to inspire youth to build better Uh, okay. Okay. I apologize. It didn't know what happened. It happens sometimes when I try to share stuff, but okay. This is. I guess it's gonna be a struggle stream tonight. So I take it, people. Okay, if you can hear it, the audio, please put on one in the chat. Okay. If you can't, put in a two. I do see my avatar moving, so I'm gonna assume that I do have sound. Okay. I apologize. Things like this happen. Okay. So okay, thank you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to what I used to do, which is basically use my phone to read. Okay, because this is not the first time that I have these problems. Okay, just give me a moment. Please bear with me. I gotta remember that Twitter is now X. Okay, why did I change it? I have no idea. Now I'm going to show some more facts. Now I'm not going to show uh, like 100 facts. I'm just going to go through some different facts. Okay. Here's something that people may not know. Lady Gaga was born on March 28, 1986, which makes her a millennial. Okay. Her eye color is green. Okay. Now here's something I didn't know. Well, I get her favorite cartoon character is Bugs Bunny. Interesting. She's also left-handed. Now again, that because let people know that the link to join the panel has been pinned. If anyone wants to join the panel and express their point of view, by all means they can do so. And every just when people remind people, if this is the first time on the panel, that you will need to come up in the backstage for reasons which I already stated earlier. Okay, excuse me. Apparently, she's a short lady. Uh, her height is 5'1". I'm 5'7", so that doesn't make me very tall. Apparently, Lady Gaga is more into dogs. Okay, well, I love dogs too. I mean, I already discussed that she's bi. Okay. Her father's name is Joseph Germanata, and her mother is Cynthia. It does not say her. Okay. She's also the eldest of 8 children. So in 2010, Lady Gaga was ranked the second most powerful musician in the world. I wonder who was ranked number one. Now, some of her friends, famous friends, are Paris Hilton, Beyonce, Elton John, and Katy Perry. Lady Gaga taught herself to play piano by ear when she was just 4 years old. The lady part of Gaga was actually a texting error by Rob Vasari. Type Radio Gaga in the text and autocorrected radio to lady. She texted about saying, "That's it, don't ever call me Stephanie again." Hmm. Apparently, she's on Twitter. Her Twitter name is, um, I don't know how you say that, at Lady Gaga, and she has over 84 million followers. Unfortunately, on December the 19th of 2011, her Twitter account was hacked and was an update put offering free iPads to all her followers. Over 7,000 fans clicked the link. I see here that she often carries a purple teacup and saucer in public because it makes her feel at home as she drinks tea with her mother there. I see here that Gaga's favorite flowers are white roses. She also loves to cook and she's good at cooking Italian food. Well, you know what they say. Um, a way to a man's heart is through their stomach. So, her favorite book is Letter to a Young Poet by Rainier Maria Raggi. Or Just Dance was the first number one song on the 100 Hot 100 to include word dance since February of 1991. And actually, that song was released on Christmas Eve in 2008 in the UK. It wasn't officially realized in the US until January the 6th, which, for those of you who do not know, that is the Feast of the Epiphany, which is known as Three Kings Day, which is also known as the Dia de los Reyes Magos. In a song "Bad Romance," the French lyrics are. I'm probably gonna butcher this. So if there are any French people, please forgive me. Le jeu tant amour et pour revanche, which translate "I want your love, I want your revenge." Okay. She has 4 entries in the Guinness World Records. Now, on iTunes, Born This Way sold more than 1 million tracks in its first 5 days. She got the inspiration for her single, The Edge of Glory, from the death of her grandfather, who died in September 2010. The paparazzi video that won two awards at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards were for Best Art Direction and Best Special Effects. The word the word paparazzi is Italian term for press photographers who pester celebrities. It is derived from the news of a news photographer paparazzo in Federico Fellini's famous movie La Dolce Vita in 1960. Now here's something that's, well, Lady Gaga does not have kids. I don't know whether it's by choice or whether it's sterile or whether she had herself operated to not be able to conceive. Now, she wore a Kermit the Frog jacket, which was made of Kermit the Frog dolls. Gee, I thought she wore a Bugs Bunny jacket, but to each one's own. Gaga donated all her proceeds from her show on January 24th, 2011, to Haiti disaster relief, which raised over $500,000. So let me just give you my take. Okay. What we see is some interesting facts. Some of them were interesting, some of them were bizarre, some of them were sad. But we must bear in mind that in life, people experience good moments, people experience bad moments. Okay. Um, I can go on stating more facts, but I think what I've done is shared enough for all of us to ponder and to think about, or perhaps to refute. You know what? It seems like in order to be that talented, you have to be a little bit off. Water. I'm sorry, but but the fact of the matter is this: it's the uniqueness regarding Lady Gaga that causes people to talk about her, whether they be good, ill, or indifferent. Okay, I mean, people have their opinions. Some people say that she's the greatest thing to slice bread. Some people say that she's very talented. Other people say that she's a nutso. Um, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, look, this is how I see it. This is how I see it. Performers, particularly performers um, like a Lady Gaga or Cardi B or Beyonce, no, um, they are a little bit mm, odd. Okay, I don't know. Maybe because all that practicing, Maybe because all that time devoted to their craft, sometimes it takes its toll. I do not know. Okay. Of course, I cannot sing to save my life. Okay. If I had to sing, to eat, I would starve. Okay. Because let's face it, I cannot sing to save my life. But anyway, um, it was interesting to share these tidbits regarding Lady Gaga. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, um, I'm probably going to put on my community tab tomorrow, um, regarding which uh, which performer or famous person you want me to share facts on. And basically, based on the responses I'll get, that will determine who will be the next person. So all of you, all my supporters, all the members of the Uncommon Folk will have an opportunity to chime in and mention which performer I should talk about next as far as facts concerned. Now, let me make this particularly clear. The whole purpose is to talk about facts, not gossip, not drama, but facts. Because the fact of the matter is, this is not really a gossip channel. Uh, I'm doing something a little different. I don't think I can do gossip very well. Okay, and that would be a huge stretch. Now, I have been talking for almost an hour. So, if anybody wishes to join the panel and give their 2 cents regarding Lady Gaga, that's fine. If they want to give their 2 cents regarding what I said before, regarding the fact that unfortunately you have certain individuals in these YouTube streets that are doxing other people. Okay, you know what I'm gonna, Irby. What I'll do is Beyonce will be one of the. Okay, you know what? What I'll do is I'll pick 4 names. One would be Beyonce. The other one would be Britney Spears, and it's going to be 2 other people. And then the audience will. So what I will do is for um, for a week, I will have a poll, and based on the number of people responding, will determine who's going to be the next person I'm going to talk about. Okay, I think that's perfectly fair. Okay, and whoever the audience picks will be the subject. Okay, because this is not an echo chamber here. I do encourage other people to express their point of view as they see fit. So now tomorrow I'm gonna do something I usually don't do, which is a Thursday stream. Okay. And the topic for tomorrow would be what is Three Kings Day? Okay. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Latino culture, okay, Three Kings Day, or as we call it in Spanish, the Dia de los Reyes Magos, uh, is the what's officially known as the Feast of the Epiphany. What that is, that's the time where the wise men came bearing gifts to the baby Jesus. And according to the Bible, they offered gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Frankincense is kind of like this ointment very expensive, and myrrh is like some sort of a perfume. So, and of course, among Latinos, particularly in Latin America, Three Kings Day, it's a huge cultural event. And in fact, every year in East Harlem, um, they have the Three Kings Day parade up on Fifth Avenue in my own neighborhood. Okay. So I will be talking about Three Kings Day and bring some cultural knowledge to all of you. Okay. What is my take when it comes to Lady Gaga? Uh, she is an interesting individual. I will say that she's very talented. Of course, like every performer, there is certain quirks regarding whether it be Lady Gaga, whether it be Cardi B, whether it be Beyonce, whether it be Prince. Well, you can tell I'm not up to date with some of the music performers and what have you. Sue me, okay? I don't always listen to music, and I do confess ignorance. Okay, so let me just reiterate what I said earlier. Anyone, and I repeat, anyone that's going to be doxing or posting confidential information or spreading lies, um, you're not welcome here. Okay. Now, if you want to, if you no, if you want to go on with your bees and continue with your bees until doomsday, that's fine. Okay. I am not going to police what other people do on their platforms. They can say whatever the fluff they want. However, here, I'm not going to allow it. Okay. Because, first of all, I have too much personal integrity to permit it. Okay. And I get it. Some people have beefs with some of the people that I choose to associate with. That's fine. Okay. No one is going to dictate who I hang out with. No one is going to dictate who I'm associate with. No one is going to dictate who I'm going to collab with. Let me make that perfectly clear. And if you cannot accept that, all I'm going to say is don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you. That's all I'm going to say on that. But in any case, I appreciate the people watching from the clouds. Please hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help with the algorithm. Okay. And another thing I'm gonna have to be mindful for is who's going to share my content. I think going forward, the only ones I'm going to allow to share my content are those who actually support this channel and are working to try to come produce content. Okay. We have more than enough channels when people are beefing and what have you. We have more than enough channel with people going on, calling each other, everybody but a child of God. Okay. So basically, if you are Akeisha, Ramon, the 18th letter, Denise, NK, um, Xtina, Gigi, Multi, Irby, whenever you decide to have your platform, uh, all of you will be able to share my content. Oh, and of course, Jojo as well. Anybody else? You're gonna have to ask my permission. So I mean that is the reality because I don't want to be used as a platform to attack other people. And I thought that going into the new year that we're able to put down the childish behavior of 2023. I see some people decide to stay in the past. You know what? So be it. So be it. If you want to keep fighting the wars from 2023 or 2022 or even 2020, go ahead, knock yourself out. Just don't do it here. Okay. But in any case, it was my pleasure to share um, this content with you. Um, I would love to have people join the panel to express their point of view. Well, you know, there's a time and there's a place for everything. So, in any case, I'm just going to continue and be the best version of myself. So, I'm going to put this stream to bed. And for those of you who did not get the new intro, I'm going to play it again.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Face in your face.
What the hell is going on down there?
Face in your face.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Well, in any case, I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for spending whatever time that you. It's called doing some things new. Okay, it's a new year. It's a new start. It's a new Jose. Okay, and you're gonna see some more stuff. I would love to I would love to interview Gigi or Multi, but we'll see. Everyone, in time, in time. But in any case, I'm gonna put this stream to rest, and I was to say thank you very much for all those who watched it live or watch it on the playback. And of course, I'm gonna close the same way that I always close. We must do everything possible to limit our contact with the mentally and intellectually challenged, because if we fail to do so, we will be infected by their stupidity and massive insanity. This has been another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron saying good night, take care. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Before let me just get this comment out of the way. Yeah, and please let it be on the on the content. No negative stuff regarding certain people. Okay. So take care, good, and stay blessed, and peace.